and welcome to the Circle of Heka. I'm Lady Amaris. Self-love. With any magic spell, with anything in life, if you ultimately do not believe deep down in your very core that you deserve whatever it is that you're doing your spell for, then it will not happen. It may happen for a fleeting moment, but you will sabotage yourself and destroy that before it even gets to fruit, because you ultimately do not believe that you deserve whatever it is that you've done the spell for. So having that self-confidence and the self-reliance and the self-love that is needed, doing a love spell, you don't need to do a love spell on someone or a love spell to get someone. You can if you like. But the best, the most effective, the spell to trump all spells, love spells, is the one that you do on yourself. Because when you feel that you are loved, you have confidence in yourself, then that is going to radiate out, and it is going to attract the love that you require or need or want at that time. With the as within, so without. So if you love yourself and you are comfortable with yourself and you believe that you deserve to be loved, then you will. So with that said, let's go into our little spell. So I will be doing a few in this theme. So this one here is a self-love bath, and you would do this on say a Friday, and you can also do this before you're going out. So it can form part of your preparing a ritual for going out and having a bit of a good time with friends or whatever, or going to the club, whatever it is that you're doing. But firstly, if it's on a Friday night, Friday is good for love. It is the day of the goddess, and it is day of the goddess, day of Venus. And so it is a good time to do anything that you would consider something to do with love. Now, I would wash myself, have a shower, and think about, as you're having a shower, that you are getting rid of all of that negative emotions about yourself. You are washing yourself clean. You are taking away all of that little... So you're having that shower, you're washing yourself clean, you're washing yourself of all negative emotions, whether it's your own or something that you've taken on from someone else, and then you wash that clean. Once you've done that, then you can either beforehand or after you've washed yourself, you can prepare your little love bath. And so we'll just go through some of the ingredients I've got here. Now, I've tried to stick with things that are quite easy for people to get. I didn't want to go with anything that may be too hard for people to get. You can get most of these things at supermarkets, or if you've got like little new age stores or metaphysical stores, or again, your spells, when you're creating spells, this you can follow to the letter if you like, but it is always better to add a little bit of a personal touch. So adding a few little bits and pieces, or taking a few of these pieces out, whatever works for you. So if you don't have Florida water, that is fine. You can use maybe a little bit of perfume, a bit of your perfume, or a little bit of aftershave if you're a man, or if you're a woman and you use aftershave, then by all means shave as well. But you can add that in there if you like, instead of the Florida water, or in as well as the Florida water. I wouldn't try and mix too many things in. I would use your discernment, because you don't want to, I don't know, let's say you don't want to smell like a dog's breakfast. after you've made all of these. So you have your white or your clear bowl, okay? And inside that, you are going to have some water. Now, ideally, if you're a purist, you would have this water which would be collected from the morning dew, or it would be rainwater, or it would be some kind of pure water. I would try and steer clear of water just out of the tap, unless you know that your tap water is pure and is, say, from like a rain tank or some kind of pure tank. If you don't have access to any kind of purified water, then I would, what I would do is I would get your water from the tap, and I would then leave it out in, say, in the moon or at night, so that at least it may get a little bit of dew, a little bit of that night kind of atmosphere, if that's it. And it also gives it a chance for any kind of a few toxins to evaporate. You can also place a quartz crystal in the water to just clear it and clean it, okay? So when you've put your water in, we'll go through each process. Each time you would charge with the energy. So I may not go through all of it just for time purposes, but you would make sure that your water is clean, and you would give it a little bit of a charge. And as you do, you're actually visualizing that the water is becoming lighter and brighter, and that it almost to the point where you can see it and feel it vibrate, and you're looking at that water, and it's almost like neon, liquid neon. So you feel that, you see that water is clean and clear. And as you do this, you would obviously have feelings of love. You would have feelings of feeling good about yourself. So if that means putting on some music that makes you feel good about yourself, it lifts your mood, helps you feel happy and joyous and in love. You don't necessarily have to have some love song on, but something that makes you feel good about yourself and happy and joyous. That would be something that you would be playing in the background, just to help you focus on that. You're feeling about that love, and that vibration would start to come in as you're listening to that music. Music will help you to raise your vibration and feel that, and then you can push that into the water. So I would also have, then once you've done that, you can then start to put your little pieces in, and I would charge each piece. So you can charge each piece beforehand, or you can charge them as you go. It is up to you and how you work, whatever is easy for you. So a little bit of the cinnamon will go in. You can hear a lovely crow in the background. I've had quite a few crows lately, just giving me a little bit of a song. Okay, so we've got us. Now we can place our copper, place that into the water. I'm just putting it to the side, and that can start to charge those energies. Now a little bit of doing it again. You're thinking about all the time. You're thinking about love, thinking about how empowered you are, how you like yourself, how you love yourself, how awesome you are, and how you deserve and love, and should you deserve love, and love is coming to you because you are love and you're attracting love. All of those sorts of things. And now we can just put a little bit of lavender. So lavender is nice and cleansing, but it's also about, it's not about that passionate love, it's about that more relaxed love. Let's put it all in. Okay, So let's put a little bit of mint. You don't have to put too much. Okay, so we're starting to put that in, starting to get a little messy, and as I've said before, witchcraft is messy, so you need to kind of get used to that. All right, so now let's put our other stone in, our rhodonite, for that self-love, and now I'm putting it onto the other side just so that we've got a little bit of space in the center. Oh, so messy. Now let's put a little bit of those rose petals, and these are dried ones. And obviously all of these dried ingredients will then start to become a little softer as they start to take on the water. A little pink ones in, just to have that balance of passion. So you must have some drive and passion in your life. If you don't, then you're not really going to feel good about yourself either. So anyone who has confidence, has a bit of drive and passion, knows where they're going, has an understanding about their place, and is working to do things that make them feel good and feel passionate and alive. So those little pink ones are just to add that little bit of balance. Now let's place into the center, we'll just make a little thing, into the center your citrine. Now I'm using this one here in the center, and only because I'm a little naughty, and it is Beltane. Let's move this a little closer, and you may, or you may not, kind of get what I'm trying to do here. We have the bowl for the feminine, and we have the crystal for the masculine. So we're bringing those energies together, the masculine and the feminine. Now, we can add a little bit of rose water. Now the rose water smells wonderful, and rose water in, and you can now add a little bit of the Florida water as well. This is going to add a little bit of smell, a little bit of obviously floral, because it's where the word Florida water came from. It's flora water or flower water. So a little bit of that. Now you don't need a lot. And you put that in, or you can substitute a little bit of your perfume, so a few little sprays of perfume, or a little bit of your aftershave. Obviously that's going to then make you feel good. It's going to then, when you smell that smell, you are going to then feel good about yourself. So every time you smell your aftershave or your perfume, that's going to add to the magic. We also have a little bit of honey. So this obviously is to sweeten sweeten how you feel about yourself, feeling good about yourself. Now, if you are vegan, you don't need to use honey, but use your imagination. Maybe a little bit of sugar. You can sprinkle a little bit of sugar in there. There's different things that you can do that help to sweeten things. Stevia is also something that you can use if you don't want to use honey. There's always ways around things. You just need to use your imagination. So just sprinkling that around. I don't know if our rose petals. Now I have 5 rose petals. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 5 little rose petals, 5 for making a little pentagram in your little bowl, 5 for the 5 points of a pentagram. You have spiritual, divine love. You have earthly manifestation love, the bringing it into the physical. You have the air, so air, your mind, thinking about yourself in a more loving way. You have water, so emotionally connecting with yourself and getting in touch with those true emotions and understanding yourself a little bit more. And fire, having a little bit of passion and fire about you and igniting that spark and feeling good about yourself. So we have those 5 elements, those 5 little petals, all manifesting your desire of love, self-love. And you place your hands on or around and you charge your desire. You see the masculine and the feminine, the two combining. You see yourself, loving yourself, all aspects of yourself, and the coming together of the masculine and the feminine within you, the divine wedding within you, bringing together your 2 halves so that you can then become whole. So you charge that, you push that energy in, and you keep pushing that energy in until it's almost, you can feel that it's going to burst and leak out the sides. You're just pushing that energy in and pushing that energy in. And you're thinking about how you like yourself, how you love yourself, and how you deserve to have a good, happy, joyous, abundant life. So as you are in that bath, you can say to yourself a little rhyme or a little poem that you have written. I prefer that you write it yourself because then it will be yours and it will be things that you need to work on, that you need to focus on. But if you aren't sure and would like some guidance, I have written one that you can use. You can adapt, I'm fine with that. Or you can use as an example so you have somewhere to go for yourself. So you're pushing that energy in. You're sitting in the bath and you're bathing in the bath with those qualities. You're putting a little bit on your face, you're washing your face, you're washing your hair, you're washing your body, letting every part of your body seep in, having it seep into you. And then you can say, I am all there is. I am perfect. I am whole. A temple. I am love. And I am loved. I am the rise and fall of the oceans. I am the wind that shakes the leaves. I am the earth, the stones, and the mountains. I am the goddess or God, and the divine lives within me. I am fabulous and kind. I am powerful and wise. I am a unicorn, unique and magical. I am love and deserve love. I am love and I deserve love. I am perfect, unique. I am me. So you can say that over and over and over to yourself, so that you can begin and start to believe that you are wonderful and you are fabulous and you are all that you need. You deserve love and it will come to you at the right time and at the right place. When you are of that energy will seek you out. So relax in the bath, take in those energies, and then when you are ready, get out, air dry, and feel and know that you are fabulous. And you can either go out and show your fabulousness off, or you can stay home and just get to know yourself a little bit more. It's up to you. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it helps you, and hope it empowers you, because it will. If you do it with sincerity and feeling, it will work. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Blessed be. You have the shadow to be able to define the contours of a face in a photograph. If you didn't have that black, you wouldn't be able to do that. And on the other side, if you didn't have the white, you wouldn't be able to have that the light to be able to see those shadows and those